All right, welcome in. We've got a three-person loadout race here today between Corny, disturbyfan, and LiamABean. I've got Cap with us here. Welcome in, Cap.
Welcome in, guys. What up?
And this should be a pretty interesting race. We already got Disturby kind of teleporting through time. Hopefully that's not too much of a of a problem here. All right. It's pausing, trying to figure out.
Oh, it looks like their computer's
I think it's
lagging,
in game.
Oh no, sensitivity. Okay, break that up.
Yeah, there you go.
2 scrappers right off the bat.
So let's see. Void Fiend. We've seen
Focus
Void
Crystal?
Fiend. I think one of my refs, Breach, was complaining about seeing Void Fiend in like every. It was like Void Fiend, Rex, and 2 other survivors is all he's seen every time he's refed. This is actually refed by Cheese though, so he got a little bit of a break. Equipment barrel is crowdfunder. Okay. Not necessarily something you want early game, especially when like $20 means an entire item. You get like 5 bullets.
Disturby. They kind of look like they're about to host, but oh no, they're good. Okay.
Oh yeah, there we go. I think you're like half a second ahead of me.
Do a quick pause.
Yeah. But yeah, crowdfunder, something that can be good towards late game, especially with Void Fiend, right? Because any crit counts. If you get a couple crit glasses or have it, wait, no ocular HUD, right? Can't double down on equipment, not multi. But you know, any amount of crits, like per second or whatnot, right? It doesn't matter how much damage it does. It's just the amount, right? So if you have that crowdfunder on, you have some decent crit, you get like permanent uptime with the corrupted form, which is just really, really good.
Yeah, it's kind of like attack speed where you just want to get all those hits out so you can just proc more crits, even if it's not doing a ton of damage. It's still insane just to keep you in corrupted form, which is, I mean, one of the most OP survivors in the game, I think, is corrupted at Void Fiend.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's straight up, you know, we always talk about maybe like Heretic has 4 times the health of Commando or something, but take Void Fiend, who already has pretty decent health, and then just added 100 armor and like a flamethrower at will. Yeah, with healing.
Crazy.
Oh, speaking
I
of...
already see, Liam already on the TP. Took a +5, actually.
No way, what happened?
Oh, man.
He wasn't getting tickled by the beetles, was he? Was it just the Vagrant orbs? And I mean, he was a corrupted
Yeah, I think he's just tanking the Vagrant a little too much. I would suggest using the box that's inside the TP. You can actually shoot through stuff with this primary, with the corrupted primary, so that's probably something I would suggest. But got through it. Corny done with it too.
Yeah, I noticed Corny, unlike Liam there, ended up dodging, right? Saw when the attacks were coming through. It was like, all right, time to relocate, right? You can't run when you're using the corrupted M1, but you can at least, you know, if you have to pause, you know, reposition for half a second and then continue to go, right? Not the biggest set of the world.
Yeah.
Ooh, large healing chest over there. Corny pinged that up in the other half.
That's horrible.
Hey, you got 60 bucks. I mean,
I want to see Corny get that focus crystal. I feel like that focus crystal is huge for damage on Void Fiend.
Oh, where was that at? Everyone else has it.
It was kind of near spawn, kind of near the cliff area.
Okay. Disturby getting rid of the bandolier.
Oh, and taking tons of damage inside the scrapper.
God, careful,
Okay.
get out, get out. You know what's funny about scrappers is there's no, like, you can't just hit the escape button to get out. You have to find where the cancel button is on the UI. So if you get attacked and you're like, you hit the escape button, you just pause and it's like, oh no.
Yeah.
Right,
you can also click outside of the UI box and it'll get you out of there.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. I think same for command, I believe. Chrono on both Liam and Disturby.
Ooh, another green item. Oh, it's Harvester Scythe.
Okay.
I mean, you can at least pick it up. There's
if you're trying to be
right
like...
there.
Yeah. I'm not a huge fan of Scythe on Void Fiend, but like if you're not playing extremely super efficient, like it's still good. It's still fine. So I don't mind the pickup. Corny is gonna leave without getting the focus crystal and has enough money for that chest, but I'm gonna leave anyways. He's out.
Oh, was it the one? Oh yeah, it was kind of towards spawn, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think any of the other racers here are gonna find the? Because I know the Disturby hasn't even activated TP yet.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if we'll get to see
True.
what the large healing chest is.
I think I remember Corny saying that whenever he started racing, and specifically with Void Fiend, he was kind of unsure how to push with him. Let's see if Corny can really understand now. I feel like we've had a good amount of instances where we have seen pretty good, quick Void Fiend runs, so maybe he'll know that you can really push it. It's really just corrupted form can get you through like the first 3 stages without any items. It's crazy.
Oh yeah. I mean, you just get like a couple damage items. Movement, I think, is really important on Void Fiend. Or at least being able to get to the enemy, right? Because if you have the corrupted M2, it's really powerful. But when Mithrix is always just running away, or the enemies are faster than you are, and you just can't catch up to them. I've had
Yep.
It's kind of like with Bandit, right? When you're trying to get around the enemy and trying to get those
Sturby?
backstabs. Oh jeez, oh jeez, oh no, oh no, oh no! Gives up on the attack, and that's going to be a death. As the same thing that happened to Liam, it just got overwhelmed from all the enemies. Wanted to focus on the Vagrant, almost about to die again. Might die from these beetles or some of these Lemurians. Oh my God, look out! And that's a double death.
Ah, man.
It's just that the horde of enemies caught both Liam and Disturby off guard. Right? You activate TP.
You really have to take out some enemies before the main boss. The thing is with TP bosses is that if you don't touch them, usually they don't deploy any second attack. So
yeah, especially
you just don't touch the Vagrant for a little bit, clear all those out with your piercing M1 that you have in corrupted form, and then you can start dealing with the boss then.
Oh yeah. Stage 1 TP especially, right? You get Vagrants and you have Stone Titans. Stone Titan, if you you provoke the Titan, starts lasering you. We've seen times where people are playing Railgun or something. It's like, all right, I could just supercharge the Titan and be fine, right? And they're out in the open. They do it, and it's nowhere near enough. If you get the Titan to half health, he'll do like that weird thing where he like starts charging up in the center, or charging up against that little ball. Gives you like 10 seconds, but you know you miss a shot or something, he starts lasering you, and we've seen so many deaths that way. Same thing with Vagrant, right? You have 90 seconds inside the TP. If the boss is alive for a little bit, it's not the end of the world.
Yeah, when it's just doing like the little flurry orbs, all you have to do is run in a circle and you can probably avoid them. So it's really just about taking care of everything. Gorse Tome on Corny. Speed hoof on Liam. Mocha on Corny as well. We got some speed on stage 2. Another hoof. That's a second hoof on stage 2.
A lot of speed options here.
Yeah, I mean, that's 2 hooves in the Mocha. I'm pretty sure is already enough for a pillar skip. It's going to be slow, but doable.
Yeah.
And this one big thing for Void Fiend is prioritizing speed, because if you can get that pillar skip guaranteed without needing an equipment, that's huge. Focus Crystal Printer, stage 2.
I think that with speed is going to be really good. Get like one opal or safer spaces or something like that.
Yeah, there's actually a scrapper on stage 2 as well.
I would go
backup printer as well. Wow.
I think backup mag is really good if you're like constantly switching. Right, every single time your corrupted ends, you get all your M2s back. Same with as soon as it starts, but
yeah, it's huge. Gorag's Opus on Corny as well, right next to the TP.
Ooh, that perfect time.
I'd probably just keep that equipment for the rest of the run, unless there's an ocular HUD, to be honest.
I mean, that's a huge time save in pillar skipping as well, right?
Yeah, more movement speed, more attack speed. It's huge.
All right, let's see how this Vagrant Blast goes for Corny. I don't even think
should be able to just melt it.
Not even a chance.
It's an AoE, okay.
Corny's the only one that kept Bandolier. That's 2 of them now. Ooh, Warhorn. Oh my, Warhorn?
That's...
And you have... I mean, that's even more of a reason to get rid of the crowdfunder, right?
Yeah.
Put that with the Gopis, and then throw in like some Focus Crystal on stage 2. Like, you could... The amount of damage you could put out.
Yeah, it's insane already. And I think we'll see even more Focus Crystals as well on people once they start printing.
Oh, yeah. A Warhorn's like 4.5 attack speed items, right? 4.5 syringes, give or take.
A lot of people sleep on Warhorn, I feel like. Like, obviously, you need the right equipment. You can't just have, like, a Prion and it be fine, but you can really utilize Warhorn, and it can be really beneficial.
Yeah, especially those short cooldown equipments. Obviously, you're not going to pull out a Wood Sprite on Void Fiend, but you know, Oil Capacitor, Blast Shower, just to name a couple. Really good equipments. With that one item, right, can easily increase your DPS by 30-40% just along with that.
Yeah, it's huge. All right, Corny done with the TP. Let's see if he actually goes back to the scrapper.
That's a
back at
chest
spawn.
back there. You see that? Another Will-O-Wisp.
All right. I think there's 3 Will-O-Wisps on this stage.
Oh, and a gas.
There's a gas as well.
AoE City. Oh, there's the crit. How many hits was that?
Good shrine.
3 hits on that shrine, right? Not
He's
sure
gonna
if
leave
everyone's
now.
going to do that.
Yep. Corny out.
I mean, like, what?
See
white
Liam and
items do
Disturby
anything
back
about?
at spawn still?
Oh, there's an ice band.
Oh, wow.
And we completely ignored that. That's huge.
Yeah, that's crazy, actually.
That's a massive pickup.
Wow.
All right, Liam.
That's
we
actually
see
a really
you there.
good advantage for Liam.
Right, has to find a way to make up for those lost 5 minutes, let alone compete against Corny. Right, someone who we know is a really good racer, fighting between Bleed and Mocha. Goes for the Mocha. I think it's the right call.
Ooh, Disturby looking low.
Oh yeah,
Fine.
it's getting harassed by just the enemies that spawn, not even TP, or was there a Templar?
Just a lot of Lemurians, I guess.
Yeah, got a whole family.
Corny
reunion over
maybe going straight to TP at this point. He already knows he has a pillar skip. He already knows that Void Fiend has damage. Maybe we'll just get a couple items and just head out.
Oh, and an
AP round
APR.
yeah, huge.
I mean, yeah, you could just, I mean, you go and immediately hit TP here, right? You get 4 or 5 items. You have the Gore's Tome, so there's not really a reason to be looting too much prior to TP unless you see something really close by. And yeah, here he goes, going towards TP. Look at all the loot over here. There's a tri-shop, there's a large
that's
chest, a
perfect.
small chest. That's a perfect setup for Corny. He's only at, 11 and a half minutes?
And this is something important. Corny waited until his corruption form was just about to start before hitting TP.
Yeah.
And I feel like so many people don't do that.
Corny's
got
got
to
to look out. There
Coping
could
the
be-
TP.
What's the enemy that spawned alongside the Stone Strider? I mean, there's going to be a lot of really heavy ads, right? Oh,
Greater
okay,
Wisp.
okay, Greater Wisp.
It's a mending. Rose Buckler from the TP as well. Huge.
We
But
see
yeah, biggest
Liam
thing,
here.
you have to wait for corrupted form on the TP. Looks like
Yeah.
Liam's doing the same.
I feel like if you wait until it's at like 80, 85%, that's fine too. Oh, huge
Yeah,
difference in damage. And does not get
But if
punished
you're
this
like
time.
50 or less, it's bad.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Especially like
A
right
key
when you hit
box
it.
on Disturby.
Oh, that's the Gore's Tome.
Oh, okay. Nice. I mean, that's a really good item. Corny's going to benefit from that like a lot here.
Yeah, there's I think we've seen Corny get 3 or 4 tome drops just this stage alone. Right, just with one
And
Gore.
those... Yeah, one Gore's Tome's huge. It really allows you to not have to wait before hitting TP because you can just kind of go. You don't have to worry about the enemies dropping less money because it's during the TP event.
Oh yeah, unless you get like really
Nice.
really unlucky. But by
Yeah.
stage 3, especially stage 3, which has wisps, and beetles. Dude, this stage has the cheapest enemies. I swear. You get beetles, wisps, Lemurian. Wait, is there Lemurian? No, there's no Lemurians. Squirt Shaker.
Imps? Imps.
Yeah, imps. That's what I'm thinking.
I don't know how expensive they are, though.
They're actually pretty
Imps.
expensive. I think they're 28 credits.
Hmm.
Pretty pricey. The value they give you is bleed and pennies.
Liam
That's
getting the Gorax now. Good pickup. Everyone should take the Gorax. If you're taking Crowdfunder, I think you might not understand Void Fiend too well unless you really want to go into a proc build, but it's just
Yeah, I mean-
scary to go Crowdfunder and trying to go quick.
Yeah, Crowdfunder Stage 1, I don't like. If it's Crowdfunder Stage 5, you've already got a pillar skip. You've already definitely don't want the supermassive leech that we saw Liam pass up.
Yeah. Actually, an equipment drone on stage 2. Could do Gorak drone, but I don't know. I feel
When
like
you
the
lose them,
the equipment drones die, and then
Yeah.
like I would have just rather had it on a longer cooldown than the drone has.
right? In order to
But-
keep a drone alive, you have to have really, really good damage. Right? That's how you can tell
Yeah.
if a run is just you can rush, at least until Mithrix, is the drone dying. Ooh, triple hit,
Yep.
gets the crit, gets the gas.
Scrapping on Liam, probably gonna go into the focus crystals,
Ooh, yeah.
which I don't mind.
Yeah.
Corny getting not great items after the TP. A couple bungus, a wrap is not bad.
Oh, I don't know if Liam's gonna get the Gore's Tome. Never open up the rusty key box. He's still gonna have the key. I mean, no, he's making his way over there though. Has 400 bucks. I think he's gonna find it. Oh
See
my god.
pre-spawn Imp Overlord on
Oh
Corny.
my god. Corny, you know what? One of my pet peeves are with brass contraptions is when they hit a wall and they just like go horizontal.
Yeah, they start like swaying.
Yeah. It's like, oh my god. If they're vertical, I know where the balls are coming from. But they change the rules. They flip everything quite literally, and it's evil. I think
There we go, Liam getting 3 focus crystals now. Huge.
Ooh.
Very
So
safe, I feel like.
Disturby found the crit glass from the Chant Shrine, along with the gasoline. Hasn't activated
Nice.
TP though, which is a huge concern of mine. Does have the Gorax Opus, does have a lot of really good items, has $400 saved up, but you could just activate TP now. I mean, you have the Gore Stone too. Just activate TP, and I don't know if Disturby's a little bit afraid of hitting TP.
Oh,
Was that a pest that
little
shot?
self-damage there. Broke
Lost the-
Flask pressing Corrupted Suppress.
It's a really common mistake that players will make. Something that I'm learning is people tend to just hit R as their panic button, or whatever their ability button is. It's like, oh no,
Yeah.
I'm losing health. They don't realize that they're in corrupted form, and they just start hurting themselves, right? When they're completely not intending on doing that. And I think that's what we
And
saw
now
right
tons
there.
of curse on Disturby now.
Yeah, it hasn't even hit TP at 182. I mean, the odds that Disturby makes
That's
it out of
scary.
the stage without dying, already at 2 deaths, already behind real time, isn't going to be.
They do have a lot of AoE. They're gonna get more focus crystals. I think they can maybe get through this. They just got to be careful because, I mean, they only have what, a max 170 health or something like that. They gotta watch out.
Ooh, but standing still, those scrappers. I mean, it's just. And now amending.
Oh, now
route
Rat's
one
coming.
back.
Oh no.
Jeez, pest control's called. It's gonna be fine.
Chrono and Void Fiend's natural slow is pretty nice. A Mocha printer on Abyssal. Also,
Ooh,
Corny got a
also-
second Gorse Tome, so he could really start pushing.
Those are really good, but Liam, down on the right, has a different armor piercing round just found in the center of the landing pad on the vent that leads
Nice,
to like the
huge.
upper half of the map. Is that a void cradle? I think it's a void cradle at the base, like, of the other floor, or on stage 3 where Liam's at.
Oh, maybe that could be huge if there is one.
Can't tell. It was like half a
Corny's
second.
still going into the Mochas. Has 8 right now.
Oh man,
He's getting
it's
more.
Kept the crit.
Kept the AP round and a crit. You gotta
Oh,
stop there.
perfect.
You gotta
Don't
stop there.
go more. Don't go
Oh,
more.
okay, good.
There is the med kit. but that's-
Wow.
Yeah, there is a void cradle.
What a roll.
A void cradle that Corny didn't
Okay.
find, but Liam's walking away from. I don't think Liam saw it.
Oh no. Either that or just waiting for after TP. But with Void Fiend, you really can just do it before TP because you can just heal up pretty quickly.
Right. But that's just such a far distance to walk, especially.
It is.
You're taking like 30, 40 seconds going to the other half of the map if you're gonna get that. Sees the Clay Templar just has to fight that now, right? At 23 minutes. Remember, Corny was fighting the stage 3 TP, what, 10 minutes ago? Or no, 5 minutes
Yeah.
ago, right? The death is
5
there.
minutes.
So another 5-minute penalty in terms of real time. Does have some more damage items, right? Has
Second
that
AP, yeah.
Second AP doesn't have the crit. Never got the rusted box. I was mistaken. Right, didn't
Actually,
see it.
that's kind of weird. Liam was right next to the Chant Shrine with the gas and the crit and had, I think, like $200 to $300 and just didn't go into it? Didn't try to open it up? I'm not sure.
Moment of truth.
They definitely
here
had the
for
money for it.
for Disturby, who did find the ice band, right? That's another thing that Liam
All these vagrants.
also
man.
has. But look how many enemies is just
Yeah.
on Disturby's screen. There's such a buildup of enemies that seems to keep being a repeating pattern as Disturby's doing a double vagrant on stage 2, just getting harassed by so many. Those orbs is constantly berating orbs that are super loud and super annoying. Right, that's the annoying thing.
Double
with the
Doom
vagrant.
Strider on Liam, dead
Oh,
to the suck. The thing is with the suck, I feel like people don't know it, but if you get closer to the Doom Strider while they're sucking, it deals a lot more damage. So you gotta really keep your distance. You gotta stay away a little bit when they're trying to
almost dead again.
start
as
sucking you
well.
off.
And Liam, there's just so many orbs. Corny didn't have to deal with this by going so fast, by being 5 minutes faster, right? Only had the
Yeah.
one Doom Strider and the Greater Wisp. I mean, what would you rather fight? One Greater Wisp or two Doom and one Doom Strider, or double Doom Strider? Right? It's just gonna be
Yeah,
Death
double
City.
Doom Striders.
Death
just
City for
CBT.
Disturby, who also has double Vagrant. and just being constantly harassed, doesn't really is really struggling to find a way to get out of this fight without dying.
And this is where you're out of corrupted form and you're at low health cope on Void Fiend, which he can really get screwed over sometimes with it. But you really have to get in that corrupted form, use the piercing AoE M1 that the corrupted form has, and clear out all the ads before again starting the TP, which we saw in stage 1 and now in stage 2 from Disturby.
Yeah, she's really just struggling, right, with this, and now at 5 deaths, really starting to get in that territory, right, with all that. I mean, the gasoline kind of helping a little bit, but at 5 deaths and being so far behind in real time, right, we start to think, is Disturby even going to be able to have a chance of finishing this run, right? Just really starting to deal with the ads that have just been building up.
Yeah,
at least gotta get
a scrapper on Corny. Gonna get some more mocha. Actually took a capacitor instead of the Gorags, but I think that's a fair call. Now with all the mochas, just got 2
Was that
watches
a double
out of a
watch
chance shrine.
Oh my god, double watch
Jeez.
shrine, yeah.
And then a watch before that in another chest as well,
From
right next to
0
it.
to 3. From 0 to 3 as Disturby
+5.
takes a 6th death. Right, 4 alone from this TP event. Just really, really struggling, and I'm sure that the tilt is there in a lot of ways, right? A run that wasn't, too bad, had some good items, just, again, took a lot of time before activating TP. Some of the other racers had nearly identical items to Disturby, right? Maybe she has like 2, 3 other difference makers, but these guys are twice as tough.
And Corny on Sky. I think it's also being comfortable with the Survivor, and I feel like with Void Fiend, maybe it's a little tough to get that comfort level up because there is kind of a lot of HP balancing and the corruption balance as well.
Yeah,
Corny's chilling.
Finally on stage 3.
3 watches, a crit, AP. Double Ruckler, I think. Double Rose Buckler.
We were talking about
really
the
good.
Warhorn earlier, right? On top of those mochas, that 5.5 syringe worth of mocha. With that Warhorn.
And now the
uptime.
capacitor that we were talking about as well.
Yeah,
20-second cooldown. 8-second duration, I believe, for Warhorn.
It's so good.
Really good.
Oh, there's a death mark. I think it's interesting that, Corny kept the death mark. I think it's a good call, right? If you always have 1 debuff as Void Fiend, and with a Chrono Bubble, that's 2, right? Just, a couple items away. I think maybe if there was a red item found, like a Shattering Justice, Scorpion, right? There's the bleed.
Very good on Void Fiend, especially with all that attack speed.
With everyone having so much green scrap, right? So many bad greens this run. Whether it be the Lepton or some of the other things. Right? When the soup's on the move.
I'm surprised no blue portal with all those scrappers as well.
Yeah, I think they're just really hard and out of reach. Right? There was that one that sometimes spawns next to where the TP is on stage 3. Probably not there. I know Corny didn't look for the stage 4 one. Wasn't really paying too much attention on Corny stage 4 until the triple watch. Back to back to back.
We see Elders on stage 5. Also a Void Seed on Sky
God.
Meadow.
Okay, if Liam wasn't in hell, he certainly is now. Yeah, uses that shift to cleanse. Right, the utility ability does cleanse all debuffs, but there are 2 Blazing Brass contraptions. There are 2. There's that Imp Overlord, just debuff City, debuff Hell, and high damage Hell. There's so much going on right now, and importantly, Liam again. Corny went super giga into the mochas, and I don't blame him. Right? I mean, Liam's got what? The one Hoof and a mocha. He wants some more.
Yeah, the speed's a little scary right now. They do have the Gorags at least for the speed, but you gotta go into those mochas eventually.
What's the debuff for
2 Blazing Brass?
It's a slow. It's like the Huntress Arrow Rain slow. It's like a 30%.
Templars also?
Templars give it to themselves.
Yeah. And NG turrets, the mobile ones.
Yeah. It's like the weird naturals. Oh no! Oh my god, Corny!
Oh my god,
Corny! And uses the shift to cleanse the needle tick that also happened right in there. really
Jeez.
not in a spot you want to be in. But even worse of a spot is poor Liam, who takes a death, I believe, from one of the brass
Oh
contraptions.
man,
And it just
pretty overwhelming stage 4.
It almost feels like you don't have the 5 seconds of invincibility when you die in this mod, because it's just like it happens, the animation's over, you get like 2 seconds, and then boom, already bleeding from that imp overlord.
Yeah.
And while Liam is just in hell and Disturby's trying to find a way out of hell, Horny already done with the TP boss, gets another Warhorn.
Ooh. All right.
Deathless. It's adding up. It's starting to look like a situation where we might be seeing, unless something really bad happens to Corny, and as Liam
again
takes a 6th death, now on par with Disturby, I think we're looking at a double DNF here. Right?
See, Corny's looking like he's probably gonna. I think he can comfortably end the fight at around 40 minutes, I would say. So maybe 80-minute mark potentially for a DNF. We'll see how Corny plays this though.
I
do
wonder
have a
if
Void Seed. There's a Void potential, so maybe not
look
too
at
many
the
Void
damage
cradles.
items on Corny. Aside from the double APR and the triple watch, I think one proc chain item, right? Who knows what those Void Cradles could be? Who knows? Wait, what was that printer next to TP?
Oh, here's the Void Cradle on Disturby now. It's a Void Key on stage 3.
Ooh,
that could have been really good.
Yeah, Liam walked right by that. I'm surprised.
Yeah, they both did. I don't know how you missed that, to be honest.
Yeah, as Disturby
But
got a 7th death, right? Assuming Corny never dies, right? If you have 8 deaths and Corny finishes the run, it's DNF. 8 deaths is the cutoff right there. 8 death differential, you gotta be at par or better time in real time. Right, so really gonna have to figure something out. Now, if the racer, even regardless of how many deaths they have, if they finish a run at like 20, 30 deaths, it doesn't matter if they finish first before someone else gets that first place time.
Void Cradle on Corny. There's
Also
another Void Key. Which, going into the moon, little... That's not that good, because you're not really going to look for it.
Yeah.
I think Corny might, though.
If I'm in Corny's shoes, you know, Corny knows it's a 3-person race, probably gonna play a little safe, finds an Opal printer.
Opal printer, yeah. With a scrapper, I think, right down below. That wouldn't be bad to get an Opal for the brooch, maybe. Another +5 for Disturby from this Templar.
Focus
really messing them up.
Plus 20% damage overall. Easy. Another Mocha. I mean, Corny could just skip. Corny, I'm assuming with 4 green scrap, right, could find one of those like Giga Red items. Could find a.
Oh yeah, maybe even go to Cauldrons, I guess.
That's what I'm
not
thinking.
a bad idea.
Go to Cauldrons, see if the key's on the way. And if not, oh well.
Yep. It'd be good, like, kind of tackling 2 things at the same time.
Is this
trying to get the key and also...
I don't know if this is worth doing. As
it's
Corny
not.
Finished it up.
It was quick, though.
Yeah, it was.
At least...
Oh, no, wait, no, it is.
Oh, okay. It's a cradle.
Yeah. Tenta
All
Bobble has 3.
For the death mark.
Because of the
what
2
do we have so far?
chronos.
We have, what? Bleed, Tenta, Natural Slow, and then...
I mean, it's not
we just need one more debuff.
You can't lose those watches if you're Corny. It's slowly healing. All right, quick math. You're a math major, right? 380 with 75% of that.
75% of that?
Yeah.
I don't.
No, I don't know. Oh, I just said death. Oh no.
Another
Disturby's
+5 on Disturby.
Oh, look at all the ads.
Rough.
All the enemies are just gonna get decimated though. Boom, 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 boom. Already down 1 Dude Strider. Has Giga AoE damage with all those Will-O-Wisp with both of them. Right, but not only having to deal with the double Dude Strider, also has an overloading middle guard.
Honestly, here, what you gotta do is go to the outer ring of this little thing, right on the other side of the ledge, and then you can just, again, Corrupted M1 pierces anything, even terrain.
Oh, you're saying like right here?
Yeah, right behind this wall that's behind Disturby right now. You get right behind that, and you're nice and cozy. Beetle guards aren't attacking you. You can take out the wisps. And another +5.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it's... And
Corny
at
on the
least
moon.
a moral victory would be maybe finish the TP, try not to get too many more deaths, and start to turn the round around. It's going to be a DNF, and I'm pretty sure Disturby's pretty sure about that as well at this point, but yeah, it's in tilt mode.
Just gotta keep going. A fuel cell, I think, was from the Void Potential on stage 5 as well, that Corny got. Which, again, for the Warhorn is huge.
Oh, yeah.
The damage is huge. No bans, though.
Yeah, I did miss that ice ban on on stage 2. Imagine how much better the run would be. I mean, it will kind of
Yeah.
would be better. I feel like the majority of Corny's damage isn't going to be from capacitors, right?
No, that's kind of more just for the attack speed, to be honest.
He's making his way over.
And yeah, Corny doing what we thought he was gonna do, ending up just maybe looking for the void key, but definitely going to cauldrons with all this scrap.
We'll lose one green item. What's the one green item if you're Corny that
boy.
you don't want to lose? Because it's not really any, right? It'd be what?
Yeah,
the
it's
red
whatever,
whip,
honestly.
kind of. The fuel cell, I guess, is the big one. But right, not at
Yeah.
the 4 debuff mark for death mark. Could maybe find something that could push him
Shattering
over for that
Justice,
50% bonus. See, not really pinging the wall or anything. There's ICBM.
ICBM, Alien Head.
I
Okay.
guess you would take Alien Head. Oh, yeah. Just
Ooh,
take something.
okay, well.
Take anything. Take anything.
Yeah.
Take the closest one.
That's
Take the
the
ICBM.
answer.
You don't even gotta look. You don't even gotta go up. You messed it up. Just let's go.
I mean, like,
It's
if
gamer
you
time.
really want to just be cozy, you just keep the Alien Head for the trespasses, but
Yeah, hard light.
Hard
you could
light
do
as
that
well.
instead. And then another ICBM.
second. Okay. I think Corny might keep the afterburner. Oh, what's happening?
Liam's starting to stabilize. I noticed.
Corny's not
He's
gonna
chilling.
worry about getting more AP rounds. Actually, just gonna
Aw.
leave. I don't like that call. It's
Yeah.
whatever, but
-1
If
fuel
you're-
cell, -1 Warhorn, or dealing 60% additional damage.
yeah,
No, what do
those
you
AP
want?
rounds are huge. I feel like 3 AP rounds extra is crazy.
Oh,
and there's the void key.
yeah, there it is. Lemmy, thank you so much for the raid, by the way. Hope your stream went well. Safer space is easy.
All right, nice. Is Corny gonna go back and get the APs now? He thought about it. He just shook his
He's-
camera. I think he is. He's mad at
he's-
himself.
60% damage. He's still a time save, I think. Right, this isn't one of those fights where it takes like 10 seconds to kill Mithrix. You could save like I don't know, a minute.
And all this walking, I feel like is definitely a time loss, but it's whatever. At least Corny knows the right call and is doing it. Even if
mean,
it took
could
him a
you
little
just,
bit to
like-
understand it.
I almost want to say
There we
like,
go.
if you double down. Like what greens do you
I-
really like?
I guess you could.
The Warhorns is the only one I'm really thinking of.
But he also has mochas for attack speed anyways, and a syringe. It's like you don't need the
Yeah.
Warhorn. I wouldn't be mad with another take, to be honest.
Ooh,
Getting
Wake
another
of
red.
Vultures for Liam here.
Oh,
right,
wow.
Liam at 6 deaths will have 10 minutes once Corny finishes. If Liam can catch up and really crank up that speed, and if Liam does end up getting to those cauldrons, right, could have 3 more armor piercing rounds just from that alone.
Huge.
Would be good if he can get to it.
Corny going for a host skip, which I think you could probably just trespass up the rest of the way, but it's fine.
If
Gets
you
him up
can do like
anyways.
a double bounce too, just use your M2 right now.
Liam on Sky Meadow now. I think this Sky Meadow is going to be brutal. It was already kind of scary for Corny, but now being, 10 minutes later into Sky Meadow, it's going to be kind of
Yeah,
rough.
you could have like a whole random Zai construct just chilling or something, right?
Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think that's the case, right? We do see the grandparent, the natural spawn grandparent. I'm not sure if Corny had that. As Corny begins the Mithrix fight. Oh, look at that. Initial,
Oh, nice. Waited for
double
the
crowbar.
crowbars. Yeah.
It's a really good opening hit in that safer spaces as well, right? Think about all the extra damage you can get on Mithrix when you don't have to worry about taking a huge hit, taking a hammer swipe from Mithrix. It's just free damage.
Yeah, you just stand right next to him, to be honest. Exactly what Corny's doing.
You
Really
get that
using the focus
crystal.
crystals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Only has one, but even then, right? Every second you're standing close to Mithrix, that's 20% more damage you're doing.
And even more than that, right? With the multiplicative stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's
Or would it
20%
be-
more
I don't know.
than without.
Yeah. What are you looking good? For now. There's always the pizza equalizer, which everyone can take, even if you're really, really good at the game. So
Oh, that's already phase 1 done. That was super fast. And
Yeah.
with that APR's round, like the triple armor piercing on top of all that with the safer spaces, I think you you could have definitely
In
done
crowbar
what Corny
capacity.
done so much faster, right? But you know, we're men, not mortals. Or men are mortal, right? We're not perfect, is what I'm trying to say. We're not omniscient.
Yeah.
Right, Corny.
Only cabbages.
Yeah. Or Zinc. When Zinc finds the 1% drone part every single run, right? Hits the chance shrine 7 times and does nothing else and gets the random red. Oh my god, Corny just with that 3 extra APR with the safer spaces, already done with phase 2. And it's gonna be done with phase 3 in, I would say, 1 minute.
Yeah, this is gonna be quick actually. As long as ads don't mess him up, he should be able to just take this out. That's the thing. I feel like people also kind of forget is that when Mithrix jumps, you're kind of not doing anything, so you might as well kill as many ads as possible.
Yeah.
And even maybe prioritize them for a little bit afterwards. Because during pizza phase, when all these orbs are attacking you, it's scary. It's overwhelming.
Yeah, it's the perfect time. You get like what, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Just you see an exploder, see that one golem. Maybe it takes 2 cycles of Mithrix jump in for you to get that one golem, but you know when Mithrix is down, it's Mithrix time. When he's not around, ad time.
Yeah.
Corny's doing that perfectly, right? Mithrix is
the
up.
orbs, perfect.
Get these orbs out of here. Yeah.
Lost his spaces to the shockwave there.
Oh no. 3 watches down. The triple watch that Liam found now loses it, and now
gone.
any hope, any chance that Liam had, to get 2 Mithrix to finish the Mithrix fight before Corny, finishes up again. 40-minute mercy rule after the first place is finished. The concede policy. Corny doesn't do
just
the safer
missed the spaces bug.
Right. And so I mean that leaves a slight chance, right, for him to
capacitor. Yeah, I mean,
okay, come on, just
be pretty
just
breezy.
go along with me for like
There
10
you go.
seconds here. We got to keep this going. There's got to be something, and it technically is. I give Corny a 1 in 3,000 chance of grubbing.
Sure, I'll accept that. Corny done though, and I estimated about a 40-minute run, actually a 37, 38 once he's done with the ship. So good job, Corny. Really solid run.
Sub 40, easy. And that, I mean, by technical standards, Liam isn't done yet.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. We'll let it play out, but I mean, unless there's a random empathy core, a vase, and spare drone parts all like right next to each other in the course of 2 seconds, right? Not looking good.
Tough run for the other two.
Yeah.
I think again, just more the comfort thing with Void Fiend, because he can be a little finicky, and you definitely need a good understanding of how to approach him in order to go fast.
Yeah, it's not only understanding him, but it's understanding how the enemies shoot, how the enemies attack in this game, right? You have to be up close, you have to be like getting real personal. This is Serbia's gonna find the triple watch. There's the double, and immediately loses it.
Double Invo Overlord for Disturby, I guess, on the pre-spawns.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, we always preach about full looting, and it's really good to full loot, right? But when you go slow and you don't full loot, right, so much more happens, and looting efficiently is just super, super valuable in these runs, right? If you're gonna go slow, at least be quick with going slow. Would be my advice.
Yeah, I honestly think you could full loot efficiently every single run in the host league and still get a pretty decent time in a pretty decent position. So like, even if you're super scared about a certain survivor, just full loot them and you'll be chilling.
That's a 38-43.
Yep.
So
and now instead we got no points for both Disturby and Liam coming out of this first loadout, while Corny getting how many points is that in 3-player race?
So 3-player races, you get 1 bonus point if you are 7 minutes or faster. It's 2 points for first place normally, so Corny will get 3 points here.
Nice. Huge.
Yeah, avoiding DNFs is really good. And Liam here, technically not out of it yet. Right, if he activated TP right now... Oh, don't host. You gotta be careful not to sprint when using that ability. And even if you have just a lot of normal mobility items, you also have to be careful using your shift, even if you are walking. right? Mochas and hooves. Fall damage doesn't, like, the threshold for taking fall damage doesn't increase the more speed items you have. It remains the same. It's a constant. So when you don't have backup mags or feathers or really much else to soften your fall, you start really taking more damage.
Yep.
And I've
That is
noticed...
a good point that you brought up. You can't sprint. If you're trying to stop your fall damage, don't sprint while you're trespassing. Stop sprinting, don't move, and then just trespass. And it's a lot easier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I mean, at 75 minutes, if you activated the TP right now and stayed over on the TP, that would bring you to what? I mean, finish TP at 76:30.
Liam just Teddy blocked that collapse.
Wait, really? Oh my god.
Instead of cleansing it. Also, another thing, any shift, any trespass, both corrupted and normal, both cleanse debuffs, please use that. It's like a blast shower.
Was that
free blast
Teddy or
shower.
was that Wake of Vultures?
Maybe Wake? I'm not sure.
Right. How do you do the
Some sort of block.
The safer spaces bug? How do you do that with Wake of Vultures?
Oh yeah, true. You have to. Well, they need spaces first because you need to receive the spaces back, right? So
okay.
with just the Teddy, it's not gonna work. But if you do have spaces and kill a void enemy, I think it just automatically works with Wake of Vultures, giving you the infinite spaces bug.
That's cool.
As long as as long as the Teddy's broken, once again, you gotta break your Teddy, kill the void enemy, and then you should be good.
Yeah. Now,
the bug.
A little bit of a good victory here for Liam, at least. We saw most of those deaths happen at the start of stage 4, right? With the double Blazing Brass contraption, the double BBC. With that and the what else was there? The Imp Overlord, right? Really just harassed him. Had that not happened, Liam would maybe only be at 3 deaths right now, right? Has taken a lot of curse already, and oh, yeah, look out for that. You know, just started coming back, but was coming back at a little too late of a time, right?
Yeah.
We'll see if you'll at least be able to activate the TP. I know sometimes the refs will just pull people out a couple minutes early. If oh, actually, I want to see if you have Wake of Vultures and you have Corrupted mode, you just hold it down. I want to see how much damage it does with burn. Oh man, it wore off. Guess that Death Mark is kind of helping with the or the Wake of Vultures is helping with the Death Mark. It's kind of cool synergy.
Once again, Liam starting TP when Corrupted Form was almost over. Now look at him. Like that's the thing. Corrupted Form's so powerful. You already bursted the Grandparent halfway with like that little sliver of Corrupted Form you had. If you just had your entire meter, I mean, the Grandparent's dead, and you're in the TP, clearing out the other enemies. Perfectly fine. Very important to use Corrupted Form as much as possible. That's how you are successful with Void Fiend, even in normal runs.
All right, I want to see. I'm hopeful Liam can at least kill the Grandparent. I think that'll be a small victory. See if he can.
They're gonna have about 30 seconds to try before I'm sure Cheese
doing
will pull
it from
them out.
long range. Oh yeah, a lot of hits here.
I mean, still good damage though. Look at that.
That's a Death Mark.
You just
get,
gotta
like,
be confident.
A Vulture, you kill one glacial enemy. Does the glacial slow? Is that one different from Void Fiend slow?
Yeah, it's the Runel's band slow.
Okay. Yeah, just get like the blazing enemy kill.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Like that.
They could proc Death Mark right now.
Yeah, they were doing it a lot. We saw it just
and there we go.
Oh, Jesus, he wants to do it. He wants to do it. He does it. Unfortunate, not able to get that, and that's gonna be it for loadout 1 here. GG's to Liam. GG's to Disturby. Just really got overwhelmed early on, just from I don't know, a mix of maybe uncomfortability and maybe a little bit of lack on enemy knowledge, but especially just from hitting those TPs late.
Yeah.
Added up for that. But GG's.
Corny with the confidence.
We still got loadout 2, so anything could happen. We'll see. Go ahead and... All right. Here we go. Orbital Captain. We got orbitals with... Was that equipment? Healing beacon? We got some... Is that corny changing? Yeah. Changing
For speed
keybinds.
shooting.
What's the speed shoot optimal speed shoot setup?
Let's see,
And
R for orbital, and then M5 for beacons. Okay.
is it like you just like hit your thumb and then index finger, middle finger, then just like go through the three? Is that the idea?
I can't even like retrain my brain to understand that, so I don't know.
I just hit the R button. Good things happen.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had the R button set to the orbital probes, like, I'm just gonna pull out
Be
the orbitals
horrible.
around. Yeah. All right. So, Captain, right, a really speed needy survivor in a different way from Void Fiend, right? A lot less about pillar skips and getting super close, and more about just being able to avoid stuff in general.
Yep.
Right? Doesn't have a feather, doesn't have any roll or blink or turning invisible, right? Just has microbots, which are really good, right? Lemurians are pathetic against Captain.
Yeah, microbots are insane. We also have a war banner, which honestly is not bad at all. It's going to be more safety. There's a Prion also on Liam.
Ooh, look at stage 2. We got
Oh,
abandoned
yeah, wow.
aqueduct, which means
Once you get bans in Prion, you can just one shot any boss, really,
yeah.
if you're comfortable enough to do the Prion hugs.
Yeah. And is that the healing beacon? Just oops, wrong one.
Is Disturby setting up? Okay. Well, I
Setting
mean,
up
if they
the-
get the
okay.
Prion, also the Prion with the resupply is insane as well.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. Disturby using the healing beacon though, really just taking a lot of shots, forgetting to sprint after shooting sometimes.
Oh,
Getting in there though, and even with Eclipse 5 healing, right? Healing is reduced by 50%. That's still really good regen. Was that like 5% of your health per second? Is it like 2 bungas?
yeah, really good. Honestly, healing beacons aren't bad. Like we always hate on it because it's healing and it's Eclipse, but it's really solid.
If you're trying to go fast, right? And here's and a gauntlet setup, right? It's not speed running where you're probably running what, hacking, either double hack or like a hack equip. With Captain, I mean, oh, there's a watch there too that Disturby finds.
That's
Hopefully, it
nice.
doesn't get harassed by these wisps, right? Wisp orbital defensive microbots does not protect you from those. Just really gotta run in a circle, avoid those shots. Right, Disturby's just walking.
Corny has the watch as
backwards,
well.
going
Corny's in
vertical.
TP, I feel like.
Just really getting pushed back
Ooh.
is Disturby down to 23 health. No healing items. They're going to have to get back to that healing beacon at some point. Oh, here we go, Liam. That's 1 Prayon. That's 2 Prayon. And saves the other 2. Now you want to hold on to that last one. Don't just spend it because you can. As another regen scrap pops up. As the
Alright.
as the okay. Corny just got
Corny.
1-2 punched. Yeah, you see that with the Titan
Yeah.
laser and the golem, right? Using that tree for protection and kind of getting punished for it.
Corny without the Prion. Also Disturby without the Prion. Hopefully they find it because I mean, that's a pretty impactful equipment to get through the
beacon,
TPs quicker. Yeah, everything just dies. Like, you need that. But not like a super nice stage 1 so far. I mean, we've seen a lot of war banners, and then there was the regen scraps. There's the one watch, which is nice.
With the regen scraps, and there's an infusion as well that Disturby finds. I mean, there's a blue or a new altar right there. If Disturby does get 5 greens on stage 1, right, is taking a much longer
Yep.
approach. I think it's not a bad idea. Maybe not for stage 1, but abandoned aqueduct. If you get the easy new portal, like on the upper
Yeah, if there's a
half of the map.
scrapper.
I mean,
I
red
think
items,
once we see a
40%
scrapper,
off.
we could see a blue portal pretty
Yeah.
easily.
Oh, well, you definitely want a scrapper now because
Oh,
there's
wow.
ice band on both.
Oh, Corny's
Liam
gonna
and
leave,
Corny.
isn't he? No. Yeah,
Oh my
I think the
God,
Prion's in the
you
cave, right?
Need the Prayon right now. I mean, you
Oh,
could
no.
have 2 ice bands, 1 fire band. you get the prey on and oh, Corny's just going for
I think Corny's gonna get this drone and
it's
go.
not gonna get it.
Man.
Now
I think that's
this
one
is
thing.
good news. This is good news if you're Liam.
Yeah.
Right? You need
Really good.
3 points to be able to pull up a tiebreaker. And what better than to have the person who got the bonus point on stage 1 or round 1 to miss the ice band, to miss. Now did get the watch, but I mean,
Oh, Corny actually going into the tunnel.
oh,
Good.
okay,
I
interesting.
was not expecting him to
Really
loot more, to be
reaching.
honest.
Really reaching. Did he
Yeah.
Did he maybe see the barrel in the distance in the past and is like, oh no?
Is that it? That's it.
Yeah, that's definitely it. Okay, I take that back. Corny
Wow.
is gonna be chilling.
Nice. Yeah.
Oh, make
I
sure
think
you
maybe
put-
just
yeah,
the
there
comfort level on Corny, but now, I mean, now Corny
you
is
go.
ready.
Oh, but wait.
Void Cradle on
Void
Liam,
Cradle.
yeah.
Is Corny gonna look up here? Let's see what it is. Oh well. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, Corny will at least find it, which is kind of a good thing for Liam. Right, gonna save some time. Or catch up a little bit as Corny has to run all the way up there. Can't just like jump off.
Yeah.
Right, you don't want to lose that watch. And yeah, these racers are just gonna have to run
I'd be
all the
scared
way
to jump
around.
down here for Corny.
Oh,
It should
Corny's
be okay,
going for
though,
the
right?
jump.
Surely.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
All right, and then Liam taking a good safe approach there. Just using the little bridge right there.
And on par with Corny right now is
Yeah.
Liam. Really good. Good stage 1.
Liam had
Disturby
better-
opting to loot more. It's fine.
Oh, the Disturby hasn't activated TP yet though. That's a problem.
No.
$200. I mean,
I think full looting before TP is the plan here.
it's the plan, but I mean, right?
I mean,
she's
hey,
gonna go for
if you
the.
can finish at least or less than 40 minutes after whoever got in fourth place or in first place, then you're already getting a point. Which again, I've been a big one to vouch for just really trying to get at least 1 point per loadout, which is
Yeah.
possible.
And if you get 1 point, right? If you get nothing but DNFs, it still counts as 4th place, right? You only get
Yeah.
1 point in the standings, right? Because I mean, if someone else was, oh god, Disturby loses the bottle, misses those wisps, has to run away.
Feather on Corny,
Oh, okay.
massive.
Uh,
I mean, I would hit TP right now if I was Corny, but might be a little ambitious.
I feel like this build is missing normal speed items. Disturby thankfully did find the Prayon.
Nice, good.
Oh, is
Before the TP as well.
yeah, it's running horizontal to those lasers, right? You know what's nice about the stone golems? I feel like they kind of teach you about running in circles a bit. You can see directly where they're aiming at, and it shows exactly what happens. What happens is the wrong
Oh.
outcome for poor Disturby, who takes a +5 on stage 1. It is not the kind of start that you want to have. Oh no.
Corny hitting TP. Beetle Queen.
Oh,
Okay.
yep, she's dead. Rest in peace.
Yeah. And White Breon is so impactful.
Yeah. Yeah. Any boss you have, if it's a Zai construct even, you can have at least 3 Prayons, even if you don't land the band shot. Oh my god. Poor Disturby has 3 golems to deal with here. Starting the TP at about like 8 minutes in real time. Does get the regen scrap. But we'll have to look out.
Yep.
Oh, does not have to look out because Prayon is good, as it turns out.
Okay. I don't think I've seen any plates yet, but I'm sure they're gonna go for bans. I mean, they don't even have to roll pots. Look at that, Liam
Really
getting one
making sure
already.
it's on there for Liam.
Yeah.
Took his time. You don't want to mess up, right? You lose your speed
Is
shoot.
he only
Now,
beacon
if
down?
you're Corny, do you go for the other bands? I mean, they're kind of free,
Yeah.
but no movement speed, right? You got to run all the way back, all the way forth. Is 3 Prayon charges with 1 ice band like enough to get through the Mythic Smite?
I mean, it is, but I mean, especially in the host league where you're not up against literally the best racers ever.
Okay, that's fair.
I think it's
Yeah.
fine to go for bans.
Yeah. Maybe if the competition,
But once you're
if
going
you
up
weren't
against
3
Cabbage and
points,
Zinc,
right?
yeah.
As long as
exactly.
Corny gets 1 point, right? He wins.
Yep. Like if it was life or death for Liam or Disturby here, maybe skip the bans. But again, it's a risky choice. and just getting the bans for free is not too bad.
Yeah. Liam's doing pretty good so far.
Yeah.
Right, just a couple
Really good.
minutes
Just needs to get in
behind
there for the
terms of
pre-on hug,
real
and
time.
then
But already knows about where the, at least where one pressure plate was. Is opting to set up camp outside of the TP zone. I think it's a little bit of a loss.
And
I
not
think
even pre-on hugging. Maybe they don't know it.
you don't need to know.
If you guys don't know, chat, if you are point blank with the pre-on and you have bans, you are able to actually proc bans off of the big explosion instead of the little tendrils that come out of the pre-on from range. So you really want to get in there and just pop it and insta kill. But
Ooh,
I mean, Liam's still perfectly fine.
Disturby got the scrapper on stage 1. He's in a little bit.
Okay.
Got some white scrap.
Nice.
Is there any printers that we know of on stage 2 that could be of value?
Not that I've seen yet.
Oh, you know what's kind of smart about Disturby? You'll see now she's walking over. She found that watch a while back. Didn't pick it up because just the constant harassment.
Nice.
Now, hopefully she remembers about it, but right, it doesn't have the broken watch. Oh, come on. You just got to step down. It's on the slope right behind you.
Oh, yeah, turn off the time to complete.
Oh, time to complete. Yep, that's another... Oh, no. Oh, no. Every time that happens, I have to put up this giant black rectangle in the... in editing.
Why don't you just make it purple? Like the background.
Did he just say effort?
Oh, okay, my bad.
No watch. Hopefully that doesn't, impact too much.
Corny skipped the bans. Okay. Even put the beacon down on one of them and decided, hey, let's just push this, I guess.
I think when you think about it, right, getting 3 extra charges of that Praeon, now you do have to find a pillar skip, right? Because there is other options. We don't know what's going to happen on stage 3, on stage 4 or 5. I think the Praeon's going to be at least nice to keep until stage 4, or at least until stage 5. Right, getting through Grove is really annoying, and just having a Praeon to just zap a stone golem or a vagrant, so you can worry about those larvae. I just kind of wish the microbots would just zap the larva out of existence. Like, give Captain a break.
Nice.
Dealing with those things, oh my god. You really have to be perfect with your aiming. If you miss one larva, then it just lands on you, you die.
Yep. Oh wow, look at that hack position for Corny. If only they had hack beacons.
If only. Large chest, Chance Shrine. I mean, who knows how many hits that Chance Shrine's gonna take.
Yeah.
Corny wants a large chest, though. It's kind of camping it a little bit. Oh, there's Gore's Tome again. Oh, man. I don't know if I always kind of greed this. Ooh, Razor Wire. Perfect timing with the the Templar popping up. I'm, like, not going to need
really
it,
good for Wisps and Captain. Captain and Wisps are not the best because you can never delete their attacks, but with the Razor Wire, I mean, you kind of just delete them if they shoot you.
Oh, yeah. We saw that with Disturby just earlier, taking that one death from all those Wisps. Right?
Yep.
If there was a Razor Wire in there, right? Even if you're struggling to dodge Wisp shots, just one Razor Wire, boom, dead. Stage 5, get hit by Wisp, boom, they're all dead. Right, throughout the whole run, if you have one Razor Wire, it's anti-Wisp.
Very good. And even into like phase 2 if you're able to and if you have the right damage reduction for it. But that one's a little more scary to do.
Large chests, man, just really not finding the value is Liam. I guess you can shoot those pods, try to speed up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Our brain rot, shooting pods
save like
for
half a
harpoon,
second.
time save.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Sturby setting up for the TP.
Should be pretty easy. Does have an extra greater wisp to deal with. Ooh, even gets the hug. That's good. That's good.
Nice.
It's gonna have to get back to the
stage
Praeon,
2 as well.
You gotta be careful if you're the Sturby, right? You gotta get there. You don't want to just beeline. You want to kind of take it slow, take it steady. Try not to get overwhelmed. Try not to have your PC get overwhelmed. I don't know.
One thing I'm seeing is not a lot of pressing M2. I think the power taser, even though it's pretty lackluster, is very impactful and can really save you. And I don't think we're seeing too much of that.
Sturby, I don't know if she's just dealing with some lag or dealing with, because I know when I had lag, anytime I had to dodge anything, it's just like so much more annoying and so much more difficult. But the Sturby just just getting overwhelmed by those beetle guards, and as 3 of them just hoarded and surrounded her, she took a +5 and is now at 2 deaths. Right, cannot afford to take too many more if she wants to place and get in 3rd for this race.
Corny got an AP round and a rep on his way to the TP. Pretty big.
Any movement speed? Still none.
And a gas. Nice. Next to the TP.
Right, Corny did have a little bit of a grace period. All of these racers have a bit of a grace period. As Grove Tender was the boss, and the item is Shuriken. Okay.
Okay, nice. That means less orbital reliance and more able to actually use your bands, especially when it comes to Mythics.
Yeah. I mean, Orbital's good if they stand still and you can tase them.
Yeah.
But you get, like,
it is.
I don't know, the worm spawns in or something. No, even the worm you can get. Oh, Disturby just really getting harassed by more wisps. So many wisps. So much harassment. Oh,
again, Razor Wire.
Yeah.
This is why Razor Wire is so good. Obviously, they don't get in until stage 3, but
yeah, you really just want to be
this is instances
running in
where it's
circles.
so good.
My advice would be, you've got the shotgun. You can use the shotgun, but you can even charge it as soon as you start charging that shotgun. You can just start running again. So you just click one, you get forced to walk, but then you can just sprint and continue to hold your mouse button. I didn't know that for a long time, and it helped me out a lot in terms of just avoiding and evading shots.
Yeah, because a lot of people usually either just like tap M1 and don't really worry about charging it up because they don't know they can sprint while charging it, and then they just end up kind of walking and tapping M1 and thinking shots.
Yeah,
it's not the best way to play.
You have this like 5-year-old, 3-year-old captain video that's privated because it's really cringe, and it's just me doing that for like 20 minutes.
With Rejubrac? Hell yeah.
Oh my god. You know. Ooh, that's a nice find that Disturby has. I don't think any of the other racers found that cautious
slug.
Right, the racers do have the healing beacon, and the healing beacon is the off beacon that doesn't get rid of speed shooting. Not that I think anyone's going to be doing too much speed shooting during the bosses with the equipment available.
Drink, Opal, and crit on Corny after TP, all right next to the TP, and a Scrapper. Wow,
Ooh,
and
yeah.
this is the Scrapper where they could have hit the newt and probably gotten a free red.
I think
first Scrapper you find.
Let's see, is the newt right next to this hill, like at the way top?
Yeah, I don't know actually.
We'll see if
I wasn't paying attention.
It's up there.
Yeah, now it's stage 4. When you're going into it, you definitely got to have that in mind. If you are able to get to the newt, you probably should, because it could be really impactful. And actually, Corny not scrapping 5, keeping the Razor Wire, keeping the Gore's Tome. I respect that. Actually has the regen scrap. My bad. So it has enough. Perfect.
Disturby forgot that the beacon's pressed down.
Oh yeah.
And is trying to pot roll and misses the roll. And that's the only pot you can really do. Now, there's 2 things. One, you just give up. You have 1 ice band. It's not the end of the world. Personally, I would run away.
Yeah,
because you have to roll all the way around this rock. This is the most tough one. You have no mobility, right? If you had a few go hooks, I think it's a different story. Maybe you have a chance if you really know, like, really got it down. But yeah, it's just with the other button being the bridge button, it's just a really bad setup. This is my least favorite combination of buttons. Maybe my second least favorite being the one where it's bridge button with the button that's like right on the lake cliff.
Yeah. To the left of the band gate.
Yeah.
That one?
Yeah.
Scrapping on Liam. I would like to see Liam try to go for a newt as well. I mean, already scrapping before hitting TP.
Yeah.
Blue portals are extremely impactful if you can find something good in them.
You know what's going to be funny, though, is like, we're talking about hitting blue portals, and then Corny goes to stage 5, and there's a shuriken printer on spawn or something like that.
Yep.
I hate it when that happens.
Always how it is.
Every time. Or maybe you go to the blue portal, you find something like Shattering Justice, and then there's Solus on stage 5, you get the empathy cores, and then there's just random drone man on the moon. That happened to you. Maybe not word for word, but who was it? Fuck, you ended up getting 4 drones, and You went for the drone man chest on stage 4.
Yeah, and then someone else just got it on the moon, and I was like, oh, okay, well, there goes my advantage.
And then your drone just like vanished on top of that.
Yeah, that was great. Love that. A quail on Corny that just pinged. Not too bad for movement.
Ooh,
good for dodging Mithrix.
Yeah. I mean, what is Corny's movement right now? 1 energy drink, which that 1 drink, by the way, is already huge.
Yeah, it is. Bird on top of that. Nice.
Liam thinking about, like, what greens are actually good. I saw him hover over the feather. Satter just trying to remember that he has a feather. -1 vagrant, nicely done with the oh god, look out for larva. When he already dealing with 1 vagrant, just gonna yeah.
That's fine.
you got
Take
4
out
shots,
anyway
right? You can use them. So, misses that one.
Hug.
Oh, you're down to 1. Yo, jeez.
No speed shooting for Corny now. Both beacons down.
You got 1 more shot.
And blue portal on Disturby. Okay.
Ooh, I like it.
Let's
Not
see.
really any good greens except for the feather. You don't want to lose that.
Feather band. It's a little scary.
And
What
no,
is it?
it's garbage.
Oh, okay. Well, which is horrible for Corny. I don't even think Corny hit the blue portal. So maybe just going for cauldrons on the moon, I guess.
Yeah.
But I mean, it wasn't worth going into the blue unless he went through 2. So.
I think that could be something that Liam does, but does not because he hits the TP. I don't think the newt was up there. I mean, was it? I think we're gonna find out with Disturby. Disturby's the only one really thinking about. Hey, I've got 2. I think I see it up there. Right. When you have 2 regen scrap, right? It's already 60% off for anything. Right. You can get 2 reds in a run easily.
Yeah.
With Corny's, already at 5. Liam at 4 green. We need some good stuff.
We do see a drone next to TP on Corny. He should probably get that. I'd be a little scared going into phase 2 with Captain and not having a drone to at least take some aggro.
That's a good point. Right.
I always try to prioritize at least 1 drone.
If you had like 8-9 speed items, right? When you're doing those full loot runs, maybe not nearly as important. Void Band is the void item just found there.
I think I would take that, to be honest. I know
the
everyone
ice
does not
band
like
on
that,
Freon,
but you get so much survivability during the Mithrix fight with such little speed.
That's tough. That's a tough pill for me to swallow.
Yeah.
But now you don't take it because you have head stompers at the end of the
And
branch.
Quail.
With the quail,
Wow.
with the stompers, with the band, with the feather. Corny is chilling, and everything that we were talking about looking for reds and newt portals and soups on the moon. Nope, it's just go time. This is where you go.
Run.
Right, maybe open a couple small chests on stage 5. Maybe hope to get that speed item. Maybe get a speed printer.
I
That'd be
don't
something
think the
to think
trimping is going to
about.
be too impactful on this stage since it is only 1 quail and pretty limited speed.
Yeah,
So
and you're not on the
hopefully
moon.
more speed or another quail. Another void seed on stage 5.
That could be annoying. There's an elder, void elder. I think if there's gonna be a death for Corny, it's gonna be this stage. Just one bad
I think
stomp.
the vent stomper tech is definitely going to be something that needs to be utilized here. They can use it on the,
Could you
on
do
the
that
one
with a
just
feather?
next to Corny. Oh yeah, they do have a feather. You're right. So that actually doesn't work too well. That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
Honestly, now looking for a movement equipment, I'm fine getting rid of the Prion.
If it means for a movement, yeah.
Give me egg, vase, wings.
Corny says crowdfunder? I disagree.
Yeah, I don't know about that call. Especially with the resupply beacon,
Oh,
kind of
local
just
printer.
nulling that.
Go in, baby.
Ooh, nice.
What are you gonna lose? 1 crit? One watch? You got a white scrap at least.
We got
Because
great
the only
wisps on
downside would be,
Liam.
oh no!
Oh, and Disturby.
I look away for a second. I don't know if that was the overloading imp or was that a glacial, if it was the clay Templar, but just a lot of enemies again as a buildup happens, right? A downside of going a little bit slower here is you have to really deal with large crowds. more enemies are spawning per second, more credits are being distributed to the passive director, and now with 3 deaths, right, definitely a better spot than last run, right, still has some time, can still make this work, really got to be careful, really got to hold on to that, and try to get that at least completion. Liam, meanwhile, I mean, Liam with those bans, if Liam finds the quail, gets the quail, and then goes down that branch, I mean, it's an awkward large chest. I don't know if he's gonna find it. That was kind of out of the way.
Yeah.
But if
it was
he
kind
gets
of
it,
next to TP-ish.
Here's how Liam...
H0's banned on Corny.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe not as much anymore. Right? Corny needs to get bad items, needs to have a death, and then that opens up an opportunity for Liam to not only try to get first place, but get bonus points. But now with that H0's ban coming in, with Corny being so far ahead in real time, right? Liam just entered this stage. No, it's been here for a little bit. Right, it's $3,000. Is going to have to find everything quick and is going to need a little luck in terms of Corny. Oh, does get a healing drop. That's good.
And also, Liam needs a pillar skip. So if Liam doesn't find the stompers, they got to find something.
Yeah,
or else, again, Corny just runs away with it.
Rusted box opening. It's a band. Another band.
Wow,
3
nice.
bands. 3 ice band. I think the definite bait here is... Oh, Disturby finds a gasoline. This is the answer. You don't want to die picking it up. All right, she's in such a good spot. Just 1 kill and everything dies.
There we go.
Until that happens, yeah. Look at that horde. Look at that horde vanishing.
Nice. Now the harpoon proccing, all that
really in trouble.
Speed.
Really in trouble. 10, 13 health.
Don't jump.
No. Oh no. You can't even jump. You can't even like go in a circle at that point. You just have to get over the horizon. And there's this imp just slowly chasing.
Yep.
Oh no.
And again,
this is bad.
with
this
the backup mag and power taser, you
this
really can.
He has
you
the
really
high ground.
should target the Templar.
You just at least the orbital probes maybe could have saved. I feel like it's one of those situations where Broach comes in as well. You like get the 1 kill, the explosion happens, and then get the Broach, but doesn't have that.
Yeah, don't have to heal back as much at least.
No, could be a double death too. Right, no movement
Another AP
speed.
on Corny.
We know this movement speed really doesn't happen until stage 4 with the Quail and stage 5 with the Mocha Printer. And that's another death. This Disturby is just starting to really, really hate this run. And oh, there's so much good about it, but it's just at the same time you gotta find everything, and you gotta find everything in a timely manner. Yeah,
and Corny still hasn't hit TP yet. I'm surprised. I mean, with Stompers, I think we've seen in the past people just decide to hit TP instantly whenever they get to a new stage because it's Stompers, you know.
I almost feel like Corny wants to play safe.
Corny's gonna scrap some more for Mocha. Looks like not a bad call.
It's an alright call. I feel like, yeah, stun grenade, you can get rid of those little things, but every scrap, right, takes a little bit of time.
Yeah, but if you didn't get that speed, it could mean not being able to really trimp too efficiently during the Mithrix fight, which
that's why I'm saying just like grab a couple of small chests and then all in.
Yeah.
And maybe keep like an APR, maybe keep a crit, maybe keep a watch. But I mean,
you actually got an APR and a watch on this stage as well.
Oh, I guess that opal would be pretty important. When you're going for stomps, having opal's pretty nice.
Yep.
In case you do mess up. Right, that's something that back in the day we didn't really have. As Disturby, who activated the TP, takes death number 6. I mean, that's pretty much over at that point. It's really going to need something.
And again, not Freon hugging. Okay, Freon hugging now.
She's been Freon hugging. She's got that one down.
Yeah, it was actually Liam that wasn't. And actually broke a watch on Liam.
Oh, not only a watch, that's a death. That's death number 1 for Liam. Really going to need something to happen to Corny, who's playing it slow, who's playing it safe. I mean, what do? Right? I mean, it's just luck. And it's going to need to be a miracle level of luck. Like a Giga throw the, not Sentry, not Week, like throw of the Fortnite, right? What's a Fortnite? 14 days?
I have
a
no
pretty
idea.
decent throw, though, right? It's going to have to happen.
Don't say that, or though all the 10-year-olds are gonna be like, Fortnite.
Oh, yeah.
Chest?
They're getting excited.
Corny eating TP now. What's up, Corny in chat? Good luck on the run.
We'll see how it ends here. Let's have Razor Wire.
Corny's still with the crowdfunder.
Oh my god, I just realized why Disturby's struggling so much with these crowds. No Razor Wire. All these wisps.
Yeah. The Razor Wire from kind of near spawn on this stage, on stage 3.
Yeah.
Corny broke a watch? Died? Corny died?
Ooh, oh.
Okay.
How? I was
I
looking
don't
at
know.
Disturby.
Yeah.
Oh my god, who
Wow.
takes another death, right? Right, again, just
Now
really
Corny has to
struggling
just
with
kinda
crowd control.
wait.
You know, if you do die, though, you get your beacons back sometimes. You just get 3 more prey on. But Corny still just has the crowdfunder, which, I mean, what are you going to do with that?
Yeah. You don't really have proc items either, just like what the one sticky bomb.
Just raw damage.
This is definitely more of a burst build, and I
You
think you
have
should
the
probably treat it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gets 4 question marks out of 5 for me.
Yeah, I think so too.
Let me get my
Liam
play
opening that
reviews
Vand
here.
now.
Oh man, if Liam has any chance, right, it's gonna need Corny to mess up a little bit. But if Liam, you just gotta look to your left. Look to your left. You got so much money.
Yeah.
He's gonna go for
that
legendary.
one corner on the left.
How much
over
money
there.
is legendary?
That's all
gonna
you
take?
need.
He found the mushrooms. There's a small chest as well. Corny takes another death. Another death. Death number 2 for Corny.
Wow.
Corny who has the head stoppers. Corny who has 2 bands, or just the 1 band. Never got the fire band. Corny who
And
took the crowd.
not able to trimp. Should be able to. I believe.
Should be able to trimp.
I'm not
this.
sure though. Not getting it off though. Maybe just forgetting stomp. No, they were using stompers earlier.
And oh no, Liam wasted all the
Smile.
money and got the guaranteed red. Right, that could have been head stompers, but no. Instead, we all know what it is. We're all very familiar with Happy Mask. But who knows? Maybe he'll get like 5 procs from Happy Mask on the Lunar Chimera wisps right in phase 3, and then they'll like all shoot at Mithrix all at once. It'll be really, really cool.
Corny in chat saying they forgot they had stompers for that little bit, unfortunately.
Oh, yeah.
That definitely would have
Almost
saved
dead
them.
again. Does this
Oh,
have
yeah,
the razor
wow.
wire, which
This
is up
Elder-
against the wisp, but these bells and these just everything, right? It's using the crowdfunder, which again, I don't like crowdfunder in speedrunning like this in Gauntlet, where items matter, where you had the prey on with the equipment beacon, right? I mean,
Yeah.
look at this, it's tickling for like 40s and 50s, and Corny's lost
You can clear anything with-
$2,000 now, right?
Yeah. 2 or 3 pre-on shots and everything's dead.
If
Maybe
you don't
even
turn
one.
that off soon, like, are you going to have money for the fire band? This is Liam's chance, right? It doesn't have a head stomper. I mean, I think Corny personally is going to have to die 2 more times for Liam to really have a good chance, and at least even getting first place just because the head stomper's in there. But
Yeah.
Liam with more bands, Liam maybe could find something that Corny doesn't find on stage 5. Gets another watch after breaking that one.
Yep. And Liam does have the shuriken as well, so these bands are really going to be active, which is nice.
Yeah.
There we go, Corny trimping now, and I think just now realizing that
Oh man.
maybe they
Yeah.
have the quail and they could just be trimping instead of using the vents
Yeah.
and stuff. Man.
You hate to see it.
Which, it's weird because they got the speed from the Mocha. I thought that was specifically for the trimping.
The Sturby scrapped the razor wire, which I guess this late in game, right? You start getting less and less values. You just start dying more and more. But it's at least a solution, right? Even if you're taking the damage, you're still hitting them a lot, right?
Yeah.
And no one got the blue portal. I don't know if it was up there. I don't think anyone really walked up. I'm just gonna assume it wasn't there. It moves on. Again, nothing good for Green's green printers as regen scrap fails once again to provide any value to run. And there's a red item. Is that a Ben's raincoat? Wow, if Disturby went in on that soup on stage 2 going to stage 3, could have 2 Ben's raincoat potentially. Oh no! Oh, Corey's fine. Corey's fine. Don't worry. Right? That's what
we have the anti-hosting item. It's okay. Liam up against his jailer though, not careful, could really take a +5 because
here's my advice.
They're a scary enemy.
Here's my advice with them: stay away from them. Just do not get close to them at all. They're terrifying.
The backup mag and the power taser is really nice to stop.
Not
but
even
you
a
have to
full
use
shot.
it.
Not even a full shot from that jailer was a sour spot from it, and it already did half his health. Just like right there. And sandwiched between a jailer and a void touched elder. A terrible spot to be in. Really scary.
Yeah.
Good thing you have the quail.
And actually, a
Good thing
saw.
you have, energy drink. But
I don't mind the saw
paralyzed.
pick either, to be honest.
Well, healing drum comes in clutch. Well, not even. What did the void ball go towards? There's a scavenger. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This Serbian went so
Okay.
slow on stage 4 or stage 3.
wing
Gets
scav.
a grove scav. This is a technique. This is all according to plan. The wing scav on the Serbi screen. I mean, Serbi. If you were to Serbi, just use the equipment beacon now.
Yeah, yeah.
You just
Did get
pray
one
on
crown
it.
hug, which was good.
It's stuck in air though, so it can't even pick up items yet.
What items?
It
Oh
was-
no, this scav has bans. Can it proc bans? Maybe if it has
I don't know,
another
but
item.
It just giga shotgun to Serbi there. That's a death. Now in double digit territory, not good, right? The scav. I mean, oh no, I hate this glitch.
Oh, the beacons are gone.
Oh, Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there any way we could fix that? I mean,
I
it's so-
really
it happened to
don't know
K.
if it's a thing in the main mod. Maybe I'll hit up 6th and see if
yeah,
you know what's going on.
it's happened to K multiple times.
Yeah. That's a pretty bad one because
Yeah.
it really could save you getting that resupply beacon up.
Getting
those Prions back.
Prions, yeah, just completely
Yeah.
gone. I mean,
It's unfortunate.
it's almost like you just have to take a +5 on purpose just to have a chance to get your beacons back, right? It doesn't even happen all the time. But at some
There's
tests, like,
also on Disturby, just avoiding the scav is a solution, and maybe something they should employ. Yeah, it looks like they're leaving now.
I mean, at so
you
many,
could just
you could
kinda
at least just go
keep
for
running
style
away.
wounds, right?
Yeah.
10 deaths. We'll give one coolness point. They don't do anything, but they're really cool. You get them by
Yeah, cool.
killing scavengers on Grove. I think this is
Stompers
like-
were on Grove next
this
to
is
the
banned.
big mushroom
There you go.
next to TP.
Other renowns.
Or Mocha and Corny.
Oh, feather. Oh. There you go. Got your beacons back.
Nice. The tech.
The hosting tech.
Yeah. This Void Seed is very similar to the first Void Seed in the Void Fiend run. The same
It's,
spot with the Void
syringe
potential.
right now, yeah. Oh, there's a repulsion armor plate. Does Corny have one? Is that one white scrap or one green scrap?
Oh, that is
Oh,
one
I had
white
the
scrap.
one. I would have just got
Just
the
forgot.
wrap.
Yeah.
Make the Chimera Wisps a lot less scary. They do 15 damage less.
Yeah, do they have any damage reduction actually?
It's just
Oh, they
that
have
I
two
mean,
reps already for Corny.
there was a rat printer
okay.
right next to spawn, or
Yeah.
next to TP.
The
I feel
TP.
like could have gone in one more in. Really should have dropped the beacons the instant you saw the scav. Yeah, that could have been huge, right? Just get prey on, prey on, prey on.
No healing. They got the healing beacon.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
chilling. I think there's a
It's
leecher in there
the-
as well, right?
I mean, that's like
No.
Raymond Daniels' no healing challenge,
Oh, yeah.
right? It's
That's
no
fine.
healing with an asterisk. Corny actually, okay, this is smart. What you do is you just purposely stomp as much as you can if you have head stompers and quail, because you want to be able to go
Yeah.
horizontally forward. And people sometimes will argue and say, well, head stompers is bad because it slows you down because you get less quails. I've seen that argument said, and just if that's a problem, just hold E.
Yeah.
Just hold
use your stompers.
interact for like a second and a half every time it comes up, and boom. Horny pings.
I
a
would say
predatory
same
instinct.
for design pillars, but now with the host skip, we don't really need to do design if we don't have enough coils or speed on stompers. I remember
Yeah.
back in the day we would have stompers and still be doing the design pillars and stuff.
And what's the only situation? No, there's not really any. Oh,
No.
Serbi taken gets cornered by the Geep and loses the beacons. I hate that glitch. Oh my god, it's so annoying. Corny with 2 deaths on the moon, ahead of Liam by a stage.
I'm really surprised by the 2 deaths. Even lost the watches on the TP5 boss.
Yeah, just really. I mean, keep in mind when you. Oh, could be at 3 deaths. Could be at 3 deaths.
Oh.
Oh God, look out! Look out! I mean that
Just jump
perfected
off.
isn't doing anything to you. I think those
Going to
those
the cauldrons,
enemies,
did they see anything good or just checking?
it's just
No
predatory.
scrap?
I think with the 2 regen might be thinking about it a little bit. They're just running over to the alternate host skip position. Any argument that starts with head stompers is bad. I agree. Oh, there's Clover. I mean, what's that gonna do for you though? Don't go into it. Oh
for
wait,
the
had
one-
five scrap. I guess.
Okay.
Kept it for
I guess.
more crit stomps. Could happen.
Needle tick goes up
Maybe
a little
a
bit.
crit stomp into sticky.
Oh, I guess needle ticking now with $5,000 in the crowdfunder. It's not horrible.
Corny look into the future. Mind control tech.
Yeah.
Yeah, easy.
Starting the fight now. See how it
Yeah.
goes. It should be pretty clean. I mean, stompers, feather, speed, and then clover and bands, and yeah.
Hey, what's up with that scav? Oh, it's flying again. It's still alive. Oh my god.
The wing
Is it
scavs
gaining
are so
health?
funny.
Is it, like,
Actually, the good thing
walking
about
up to
wing scav
mushrooms?
is that they can't get items out of their bag if they're not on the ground.
Yeah.
So the wing scavs actually lock themselves out of getting more items for a little bit.
The best kind of scav. But then they're terrifying.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yeah, they can be very aggressive. All
They
these
remind me a
golems on
lot of
Disturby.
bees, right? You know, there's these giant fat insects and then they're still flying.
Yeah.
Look at that. It's like, how the hell does that scav even fly? Like, you get the Milky Chrysalis and it's already like, okay, it's kind of ridiculous. But a scavenger? Come on. Oh no. Scavenger picked up tougher times 5. It's over.
Oh, that's so messed up, man.
It's so dumb. Well, okay, so you're telling me that Mithrix can't take tougher times in phase 4? Can take safer spaces, not tougher times, and then on top of that, the scavs can do it, and they get 5 of them.
And
just like that?
PSG,
And PSG,
the
it's
perfect combo.
Like, oh man,
Teddy's and PSG. I mean, you're just not killing the scav at this point.
you're just, if you really want to have fun, you can just keep taking +5s and like hugging it with prayons and
Oh.
use your beacons, but it's gonna
Red
get, like,
item.
gasoline
Oh,
or
that's the
something.
Ben's raincoat on Liam.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm
Corny
getting
on phase
distracted.
2
We
with the
gotta focus.
crowdfunder. And this crowdfunder is actually putting in work. I do think that it was a scary call, but with the 2 nail ticks that ended up coming up, it wasn't too bad in the clover. I do think this run could have definitely gone a little quicker, but
Oh yeah, I see
the
this being
stompers
like a
alone are just
sub
crazy.
40. What was the gamble? 2
Yes.
sub 50s or 2 sub 70s?
2 sub 70s,
Ooh, I think that could happen.
which
Another
you
ice
could see
band.
it. Yeah.
Okay, now
Wow.
here's a question I'm going to ask you. Do you think Liam can prevent bonus points?
Yeah. We'll see how they played the Mithrix fight, because I mean they don't have the stompers. They do have what, 1 needle tick, and then it's really just all those bands and shurikens. I mean, it's really just shurikens that's the build right now for Liam, but it's really good. They
Don't
build
forget about the
good
happy mask.
multiplicative damage.
Yeah.
Oh, true.
Go
the
for the
smile.
go for
Yeah.
the clover as well.
Oh,
Increase
true.
that.
Yeah.
I
Morning on pizza
Disturby's
now.
just-
Yeah, Disturby's
You're screwed. You're
screwed by that
There's
scab.
nothing you can do. You are dead.
Yeah.
The scav said you will now concede.
Yeah.
Oh my jeez. Oh man. Corny on phase 3. Halfway done with phase 3. Has 2 deaths. Maybe if Liam can get Corny to die, maybe from these exploders, lines up in a shot, gets a couple down. Maybe runs into a pizza, maybe accidentally quails into a pizza if you're Dan. Sorry, that was nothing.
Liam actually blind printed into the Mocha printer and lost some AP rounds, so a little unfortunate. There was a scrapper pretty close to it, just didn't see it. But
I mean,
onto
if
the
you don't
moon
see
now,
scrap,
looks like.
I think it's a necessary evil. You have to have movement speed, especially if you don't have
Yeah,
that head stopper.
it's a little bit of movement speed. You have the feather, which is good. All these drones as well. What, 3 drones, 4 drones?
Yeah, I think 4.
Pretty good for Liam.
Hell yeah, that.
And onto the moon with only 1+5. It's really not horrible. Only lost 1 watch in the process.
Do you think it's possible to do a saw tech if you have an equipment drone?
I mean, Yeah, but Sawtech even just normally is not really the play most
What's
of the
that?
time.
What's that one
It
YouTube
can
channel
be,
where
but-
they like get the perfect hoop dunks and stuff? Like
Oh,
Dude Perfect or
what is
something like
that?
that.
From like 20 years ago.
Get that in Risk of Rain 2. Get the epic trick shot with the Sawtech on the equipment drone. Only takes 2 years to
Oh,
do.
yeah.
It'd be worth. For Disturby, I mean.
Corny saying bad run. Could have been better. There were the 2+5s, but
Yeah.
not too bad overall. It's gonna be a 35 real time. No, 45 real time.
45.
Yeah, it's a little slow for a Stomper run coming out of stage 4, but hey, that doesn't matter because it's host league, and just getting through a run with minimal +5s can yield some pretty good results, which we've seen now.
Yeah, I think if Corny was down a little bit, if Liam or Disturby just really came out like guns a-blazing on stage 4 or Loadout 1, I think we could see maybe this being a little more of a bad thing for Corny, right? Liam here at 51 minutes with the 1 death. Had that death not happened, right, would be at 45. Maybe he had a chance to take the win. We'll see. He has to go for a double soul pillar.
Yeah, I just realized that. No pillar skip on Liam. That's rough.
And double soul pillars sometimes I feel like is, oh, whatever, it's nothing. When your damage is really, really like super duper good, and it's more of a proc chain setup. I feel like burst builds are really bad for soul pillars.
They definitely can be, yeah. I think the only solution would be like having a capacitor in bands. But I mean, they have the Shuriken in a lot of bands now. They could be pretty okay. We'll see how it goes though.
Oh, 2 wisps camping that. Oh man.
Disturby saying at least it was a funny way to go. It was pretty funny.
Honestly,
I mean the Giga God Scab just stopping your entire run.
Yeah.
Ugh.
If I was gonna go out, it's gonna be to the God Scab with the Will-O-Wisps and
Yeah.
20 teddy bears.
Gas ignition.
Oh my god.
We thought gas scabs back in the day were scary, but gas ignition scabs? I mean, you just lose.
But a 56-37.
All right.
Put that on there.
Time to beat's going to be a 96-37 then.
Yeah, for completion.
And Liam, I really don't think they're going to be able to complete quick enough to deny bonus points, unfortunately, without the pillar skip.
Yeah, if it was double design, and if Liam did really good with the Prans, I think there's a chance. I don't know about Soul. I don't know. I mean,
Soul's kind of RNG if it's good or not.
Yeah.
Like maybe
You
it's
get a-
good sometimes, but I mean, with all these drones, honestly, just don't shoot anything. Let everything take aggro and stand in the soul pillar.
Liam only loses 1 green item. He goes for the clover. In return for losing 1 green, you get essentially another crit. You get more happy mask.
A little bit more needle tick.
Which I guess if you proc happy mask and you're at soul pillars, that's 15 seconds to enemies and going after you. That's much.
Yep.
I'm coping it. I'm sorry. It's nothing. Oh, careful.
I mean, it might help.
Yeah.
Maybe I mean, the thing is, like, they already have drones, so it's like you don't need more allies at this point.
Yeah, we saw you in your week 4 race, which unfortunately didn't end too well for you. I saw when you went for the pillars, right? You had that healing drone and then just had that take full aggro, right? Never even shot at a single enemy and just went, all right, there's 1 soul pillar, there's another soul pillar, I'm out. Took the pacifist route and it paid off.
Which also a lot of people don't do, and a lot of people do the worst thing, which is taking aggro from something that's not on you. I think that's horrible, and people should stop shooting lunar wisps when it's not even looking at you.
And you also have the microbots. This actually isn't that bad for Captain.
Pretty good soul pillar.
Yeah. No, you
And yeah, the shurikens with all these bands, really good initial damage to kill most things.
So 1 done. Getting ready for Soul 2. I mean, it could happen. Damage is looking pretty good. Gets another Lunar Chimera. Has so many drones. I mean, you can just activate now. Let's go for it. I mean, you might as well just go for, like, get all the pillars out of the way, kill the enemies, and then start charging. Or if you go for one at a time, it's just gonna be like 2 golems. You have to kill the golems, and you have to wait for everything else. Yeah, there goes the prey on.
Oh, and there we go. Actually shooting the lunar golem, but the lunar golem wasn't on him. It was on the drone.
Yeah.
So another opportunity to just kind of just stand in the soul pillar, mind your own business. Don't mind their own business.
You know what else? I was talking about Captain being not good for soul pillar. I don't know if I said that. I think Captain's actually good for soul pillar. You have a taser. See an enemy?
Yeah,
Takes
another
aggro
good
on you.
opportunity
Like,
for that.
look at all these enemies. None of them care about him.
Yeah, just don't touch them.
Yeah.
And you're fine.
82, 83. Okay, there's exploders. Oh, that's kind of scary. They're all over the place. Yeah, starting to learn, starting to realize, and boom.
See?
Microbots easy. Even the drones.
Like, oh, okay, I can just stand here. Nice.
Yeah. Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta learn stuff in the moment. Doesn't get the clover, but I think that's kind of a good thing, right?
Is this vent gonna work? They kind of walked onto it.
It's not gonna
a little
work,
scared.
but Feather could save.
It's
As long as he realizes. Yeah, there you go.
Okay, good. Yeah, make sure you jump onto the center of the lifts on the moon, or else they're gonna kind of throw you off the side and not get you up.
Doing math, hold on. Yeah, 7 minutes. 56 plus 7 is 63. There you go.
63 for time to deny? Oh, true. I mean, it's definitely possible. I can see it. I can see it.
Right,
See,
not really gonna
Liam can do
get
it.
anything for Liam. It's definitely just more of like a moral victory to say, yeah, I denied bonus points in a race against someone who
Yeah.
races competitively.
Yeah, against a risk or resources racer is honestly like a really solid one. So if they can deny bonus points, it's huge.
Oh, well,
Ah,
standing right in front of Mithrix
Man.
is not the way to go for that. As Liam, who I mean, wasn't momentum locked, maybe just locked in terms of being frightened, kind of didn't realize the situation.
yeah.
Stared
You
at
can
Mithrix
really
face
keep
to
your
face and took it
distance
down.
here. You only need your shurikens to hit with the bands, to be honest, to have like the most out of your build. So
Yeah. You know what kind of sucks about that too? If you're not gonna speed shoot, you might as well just throw down your beacon now, because if you do die again,
yeah.
oh, shockwave,
Mm.
microbots. Nice. That's scary, man.
The shockwaves, dude.
The gamer scream moment.
Actually, they have the brain coat, so they would not be crippled.
Ooh, that's good. You know
If
what
they
else
were
is
to
nice
get
about that? You get hit by the shockwave, you get crippled, your armor gets reduced, and you get hit by another. That's why they'll do so much damage.
Yeah.
And then you're slowed, and it's on phase 3, and the exploders or golems just hit you 50 times. It's really bad to get hit by those. My raincoat,
Yep.
Ben's raincoat's kind of like an insurance, making sure if something like that does happen, that it's a bit less severe.
Yep. Cripple
Right,
can
you-
really mess you up.
If you get hit by pizza, yeah, Ben's raincoat, right? You can usually avoid the pizza, where with cripple, you're suddenly, I mean, you're the whole run, you're used to moving as fast as you're moving, and then suddenly you're moving 60% slower, and then you just die.
Yep.
Right? Really hard to predict pizza when everything just instantly changes in a moment's notice, assuming you survive the first slice. Having a pretty good
And
phase
so,
one.
yeah, in phase 1, it's pretty good, but I did want to see resupply being used and using the Prion hug while Mithrix is landing. 'Cause it's a very easy, just Prion hug. Even though the armor's up, it's still something. Way more than the orbital strikes that they've been using.
Yeah, and that's going to be a bonus point for Corny, who's going to finish in first
Yep.
and have a perfect race here. Despite not feeling too confident, despite the hiccup on stage 5, forgetting about the head stompers. Just being able to pick them up in general and remembering them, being able to skip pillars and you know, what, had 2 ice band and the fire band? I mean,
Yep.
Liam's got 6 bands total, right? Has twice as many, but just didn't have the head stomper. And for that, right, even at the same deaths, just took a lot longer. Was a little bit behind in general, right? Had to do the pot roll, or not pot roll, but had to crash a wedding, right? It takes time.
Yeah.
And with
On the phase
that,
2.
Missing the stompers just adding up to be a really much longer run. Oh, misses the Preon.
And also a Preon just for phase 2. Sometimes it is really not the play to Preon during phase 2. And
If you're
at
gonna
least have the
Preon
resupply
phase 2,
beacons, but
if you're gonna do it, right? Because I think you should. Because you have 4 ice bands, you could just set up a Preon on phase 3. After Preon, just get the little zaps.
yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Oh, okay. And here it's going to be up to the shurikens. And Liam charging up their M1 while not aiming at an enemy, which is not really using the shurikens. So they got to start using them.
Yeah. That's a good point. I mean, every shuriken that you're just throwing into the wall is minus 400% base damage.
Yep.
Right, it's a lot less ice band. Yeah, see that one band application? Minus 1 wisp. Ooh, Lunar Chimera. We'll see if you can get one burst off.
Yeah, those bands are key to getting through this phase properly.
Oh, it's shooting. Look at the damage. Look at the damage. Boom. Happy mask value.
Ooh, nice.
Right there.
That was pretty good, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Smile. And a drone died. Right, 2 drones left for Liam. Pretty good.
At least you can revive them, right?
Yeah, tons of money.
$60,000. $30,000 anyway.
All these pennies.
Yeah. Didn't get any of the. Oh, you know, he has 3 repulsion. I think that's maybe not necessarily saved him, but
it's really good for not needing to heal as much.
Notice how he's not gaining curse when those Chimera are shooting him. Right, without those repulsion armor plates, I think we would be looking at Liam, who would have maybe 50, 60 curse right now. Instead, it's chilling at 16.
Yep. Damage reduction is huge.
I think a lot of time when people think about armor, they just think about health being saved in the moment. Saving curse is really important too, right? If you can hold on to your health bar, right? The more curse you take, the easier it is to get future curse. I was talking about this on Monday. But just being able to hold on, right? See, now at 27, taking that direct hit with the Opal online, thankfully, right? Could have been a lot worse from that golem shot.
Yeah.
But now
has the backup mag and not stopping the attacks, but
ooh, that's
there we
a good
go.
point.
Now
You really want to use the taser on those golems. Ooh,
it's really a good skill. Like it doesn't have like any damage behind it, but it's such a good
utility. Go! Get in the center.
Oh, yeah,
get in the center.
hug.
Preon hug.
No.
Preon hug. Nope.
The Liam hasn't hugged the entire run. I need to talk to them
yeah.
about Preon hugging because it's such a crazy
Mithrix
interaction. Yeah.
4 ice bands, 2 fire bands.
You just lose so much damage by the tendrils progging the bands instead of the main orb.
We'll have another chance to do it, at least during pizza, with this last application, which you want to save this Preon for. Don't try to greet it. Right, you're getting swiped up in the air. Maybe you're thinking, okay, this is scary. I'm gonna have an attack of my own. Yeah, he's got a feather.
Okay.
I feel like sometimes people get spooked when they get slapped up like that and just think, okay, I gotta panic. I gotta do something quick, and they just pull out the Preon. Right, there's a time and place for Preon, and when Mithrix is walking around, it's not a good call.
Yeah.
Oh no, out.
You're just getting those tendril procs. I mean, it was a crit, which is nice, but
at least it clears a few enemies. That's something you'd maybe do on phase 2, because now no more applications of that.
This is where you shoot the golem that's shooting at you while Mithrix is in the air. Now it's still attacking. Okay, the drone actually took out the golem for him.
Nice. This is right here. See how he's standing still? You could just walk up right next to him. I know Mithrix is scary. You don't want to be next to someone who's like super intimidating, wears a loincloth, and it has a giant like triangle-shaped head carrying the hammer. Right? It's a little intimidating. But you can stand up to him when he's doing pizza. When he's in the kitchen, he likes to have guests.
Yeah.
Right? He's chilling. And oh geez, that was close. Oh, that's really close. Okay. Oh my god, man! Man, if Liam was like 1 centimeter further back during that pizza, right, the pizza would have outran him. The closer you are to Mithrix, the less you have to run. So the more speed you have, you kind of have to like figure out. You don't want to be too close to him if you have like giga amounts of speed, because you kind of mess it up. There's another way to Preon. Oh man, I mean, Breon is one of the hardest things to get down in Risk of Rain 2. I think it's something that I only more recently started to learn. He lives the pizza slice and has the Ben's raincoat value, is able to outrun Mithrix, has not died yet, but is really low on health. Wow.
Golem guarding the healing
save.
beacon.
And we'll see if that can make the difference. Can Liam stay alive? We'll see as Mithrix gets ready for a hammer. Does not get shocked by the shockwave. And, oh god, is still standing far away from Mithrix. I mean, kind of, I don't want to say you have to, but you got a taser you can always use. Oh, jeez. Man, what a clutch save. The Ben's raincoat, man, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Could have been an actual death without the Ben's raincoat with all the slow.
He would not, yeah, the slow and everything. He would have gotten whacked by Mithrix. Takes a shot from the golems.
Still has, yeah. Oh
my god, running into that pizza almost. Still alive, but wasting a few of these fire bands mid pizza, and just focusing down these golems. The golems are just gonna stay there. Look how slow it's taking to kill them at 30 health. Oh my god, has this opal not saved Liam's life at least 5 times over at this point? Jeez.
144 curse now.
Yeah, I mean, you're shooting 3 golems. By the time you kill those golems, another 3 are going to spawn in. And Mithrix is just going to have more health. The golems are going to have more health. Right? You're not getting items during the Mithrix fight. The only thing that's getting stronger throughout a battle, unless there's like Scorpion in play or Desperado in play, the only thing getting stronger is the enemy. And another wasted prey on there is...
Yeah, really panicking on those ads.
A couple golems that, I mean, yeah, they're almost dead. It's nice shooting at golems and exploders because you can watch their health bar go down, but Mithrix just really seems like an eternally, infinite health enemy. But Mithrix is the only thing that you gotta kill to get out of here. Right? And for Liam, who held on to that life for so long, finally dies at 76 minutes and now only has 20 minutes to go. Has been holding on to the lives pretty well, though. I think, again, at least is playing a little safe, a little too safe, in my opinion. Or at least a little too timid.
Yeah, now all these ads popping up. I think probably the biggest thing here would be to try to run to the opposite side of where the ads are. The exploders are going to catch up to you.
That's another death. Right, again, standing too far away, and no opal up this time to save. Not at full health, right? Eclipse 1 is in play, which means you spawn at half health. Now you take another death, and if you take 2 more, it's gonna be over. You got 2 phases. Okay. That was really close. The whole time, holding on to those lives.
Still phase 4, though. It's not over. We've seen multiple +5s in phase 4 before.
Twice. Types in Jover. It's not Jover till it's Jover. All right.
This is still 1 point if they're able to finish this run. So
it's not only 1 point, but they get second place. This is 2 whole points on the leaderboard on the line, and is playing really hesitant. Okay, again, really timid of a racer and takes a death at 93. Cannot afford to die any more times, or it will be Jover.
Microbot's still on Mithrix.
There's no going.
Orbital's not going to do anything. I think they might even use the Prion, and it's going to get deleted by Mithrix right now.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, that's a death. That's so much just gone. And, oh, my God, that's a DNF. What was such a powerful build. Mithrix with a Shuriken, with all those bands, just really playing timid. Doesn't really have phase 4 that well down. Maybe is more used to playing the old strategy that we used to see back in the day where people would just hide behind a rock and slowly cheese Mithrix over the course of 10 minutes. Obviously, you don't have 10 minutes to do that in the hosting league here. And with the repulsion armor plates, finally gets the microbots back, but didn't get the Prion off because of those microbots. The Shurikens take 2 deaths, and Cheese isn't paying attention. This is a DNF.
True. Cheese moment. Man, that's tough. Yeah, biggest thing there is understanding that Mithrix does still use your microbots if he takes them. And you really have to try to chip him down enough to get that 1 item back. And then once you get the microbots back, then you can be kind of more comfy, for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Now getting most of the items back.
now
He's gonna
do it.
finish.
Come on,
but
come on, hurry,
yeah.
hurry. Oh, Cheese, you could have done it sooner, Cheese. You could have told him a little bit before Mithrix was dead. And now Liam's like, what do you mean I killed Mithrix? I did it beforehand. Are you kidding me? Oh my god, this is a top 3 Cheese moment right here.
Classic.
And Cheese told me that there was a whole race done without cheesing. I call BS. This is the most Cheese can get. And there's the conceit. Okay, at least Liam isn't going to wake up in the morning and look at the leaderboard and say, why am I at 1 point? Why did I get the double DNF? I thought I finished that run. But, oh my god, just one death off.
Yep.
Was so close. But Corny's going to get a full-on sweep, and that's going to be it. GG, well played.
GG. Good job, Corny. And honestly, good job, Liam. I really did think Liam did pretty well in the captain run, all things considered. Like, I think phase 4 was obviously tough, but up until, I think, Grove, it was deathless, which is really good.
Yeah. Had those stoppers not been there, I mean,
Yeah. Rough.
knows what would have happened.